First on Fox 5, 4 DeKalb police officers told internal affairs investigators a county commissioner could have been arrested the night they found him drinking and driving.
But Commissioner Stan Watson was let go, and internal affairs found no wrongdoing by any of the officers. Well, senior I-Team reporter Dale Russell is the only reporter to examine the internal affairs file, and he joins us now live with the exclusive report. Dale?
Russ, imagine this if you can. You come out of the Tanqueray Lounge at 2:30 in the morning, falsely accusing someone of a crime. You're cussing in front of police. They tell you don't get in your car and don't drive because you're impaired. And you come out to this parking lot, you get in your car and drive off with no arrest. Hard to imagine? Not if you're a DeKalb County Commissioner. Early morning hours at the Tanqueray Lounge Bar on Glenwood Road. The music is thumping and Commissioner Stan Watson is drinking. At least that's what eyewitnesses told police in an internal affairs investigation. Watson has 30 years of public service under his belt. He's been a state representative and now a DeKalb County Commissioner. Around 2:30 in the morning, Commissioner Watson falsely accused 2 women of stealing his wallet. We know they didn't because he told me later the wallet was actually in his car.
Guess what? This up tomorrow.
But the argument with the women spilled out into the parking lot with lots of cussing and fussing, according to police reports. One woman is arrested for disorderly conduct. She was later released. But police don't arrest Watson, who says an assistant DeKalb police chief will drive him home.
Chief O'Brien gonna know this happened.
Commissioner Watson threatened to call top police chiefs and threatened revenge on the club if he didn't get his wallet back. A club security guard captured it all on his cell phone.
Your food certification, all this everybody working out here that they got a damn gig. This don't happen.
There was no doubt who was talking. Watson was wearing his official DeKalb Commissioner golf shirt.
Mr. Watson.
Then Sergeant O.B. Parker gets his police video camera from his car.
You'll be able to get a copy of this police report.
Gives Commissioner Watson a case number for that so-called stolen wallet and warns him not to drive.
Also informing you that you've been drinking. Okay? You're not in position to drive.
Commissioner Watson agrees and heads to his car to call that assistant DeKalb police chief to come pick him up.
We'll walk over with you. Okay.
Sergeant Parker told Internal Affairs he decided not to arrest the commissioner on disorderly conduct because he thought his supervisors would ultimately let him go. Internal Affairs asked Sergeant Parker point blank.
If he wasn't a public official or commissioner, would he have been arrested? I'm sure he would have.
Everyone needs to send a message to the police and to the public figures. We will treat you all the same.
We asked former Clayton County police officer, prosecutor, and judge Keith Martin to review the findings of the internal investigation. One problem he saw, Sergeant Parker's fear that politics would prevent an arrest of a public official is exactly what happened.
Guess what? By the fact that the man was carried home, the officer's perceptions are proved accurate.
Stan Watson was ultimately taken home. But before he was, with 4 DeKalb police officers now on the scene, the commissioner drove off in his Mercedes. 3 DeKalb police officers went after the commissioner, but couldn't find him. Within a minute or so, he returned to the parking lot, got out, went in, and said someone needed to drive him home. You now had 2 patrolmen, 2 sergeants, a lieutenant at the scene, and a major on the phone. And the decision? No arrest. Do you believe the Commissioner Watson got preferential treatment?
Well, I mean, if you look at it in a total incident as it is, most people would say, yeah, it does look like it was preferential.
DeKalb Police Chief William O'Brien agrees with the Internal Affairs findings, which concluded Lieutenant Wilson and Major Jones were not aware that Commissioner Watson had driven from the location. So a decision was made to let someone take him home. And as for the future,
if we have to make a case, whether it's somebody of a commissioner's level or even somebody higher, it's a very, very tough decision to have to make, but it's about doing the right thing, and if a case needs to be made, you make the case.
even if it's Chief O'Brien.
Even if it's Chief O'Brien.
Now, Commissioner Watson did not want to talk to me again. He said he's already apologized to the people of DeKalb and his church. Now, tomorrow we're going to look at that issue of how could a lieutenant and a major not know there was drinking and driving when there were 4 other officers in this parking lot that night. That investigation tomorrow night. Reporting live from the Tanqueray Lounge, Dale Russell, Fox 5 News.
All right, Dale, before you go, though, is it too late now to make a case?
Amanda, in a word, no. The case has not been turned over to the solicitor as we understand it. There can be cases made after the fact, as you will. It's all over and done with here. It would not be easy, but we've talked to people on a lot of levels about this, and you'll hear some of this tomorrow night in our story. Some people believe a case could still be made. We'll have to see what happens.
We'll look forward to your report tomorrow night. Dale, thanks.